Hi, everybody. All right, we're there. We're getting towards the end of Saturday. Now, it's funny to say that because I know there's still hours and hours of entertainment even following this panel. How's everyone doing? You're awake? Awesome. I'm awake too. If anyone saw the Bronies React panel earlier, that was kind of cutting it close, but my hair's dried since then, and I do not have my girlfriend's badge, so we're ready to go.
That's a step forward.
It's a step, yeah. Surprisingly, she hasn't yet. So we're getting. In fact, I totally lost. Oh, there. Hi.
I found Waldo.
Yeah.
How y'all doing tonight?
I already asked that.
Oh, are you serious?
Well, no. Actually, it was more of a.
I'm all tuckered out.
So we are the like, comment, subscribe panel. Well, we aren't the like, but you're at the like, comment, subscribe panel. Here at Fiesta Equestria.
Yes.
I want a raise of hands. Who here is not from Texas? Okay. Who here thinks they're the farthest one from the convention? Everyone puts their hands down.
Very humble crowd.
Where are you from? Winner. What about you?
Northeast Iowa.
Northeast Iowa. Okay.
Canada.
Okay, he wins.
Where in Canada?
You look so proud. You're like, Canada.
He knew he was gonna win. That's why he's like, I'll let a couple others, and then
I'll let them think they won.
smash their hopes and dreams.
This was the guy goes, Soviet Russia.
What about you? Germany?
Oh. First
You have a big day tomorrow, don't you?
So you said.
Well, I mean, considering that the World Cup's Germany, and in case you didn't know, Germany made it to the finals.
It's called soccer. Look at it. Football. No, it's funny how Americans are like, that's the one sport we don't care about, and we just gave it another name.
Well, but he's from Germany.
No, I'm not talking about
About everybody else.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, that's why the rest of the world hates us. We're like, it's not football, it's soccer. What are you looking at?
I don't know. I want to know what everyone else is looking at. View Sonic. Sonic. Pretty bird. Pretty bird. I'll just leave that on as I go to turn it off. Saber, why don't you introduce yourselves? Let everybody know what you do and why.
So you guys probably know I'm Sabers Park. I do YouTube stuff. I do a broad range of like informative things like documentaries, if you want to call them that. I do silly videos. Like, seriously, I'm the product of ADD and too much free time. And yeah, this is why I'm up on the stage, because I stumbled into, I guess, somewhat of success on YouTube, which I can tell you right now is not talent, it's not smart, it's just freaking dumb luck.
Actually, I think it's just being dumb.
If you ever think you can't do it, no. Anybody can do it. It's the right place at the right time.
And I'm AC Race Best. I also kind of just stumbled into
Don't use that word.
YouTube?
Oh, okay.
Don't say YouTube. But I
basically say Google Plus.
Never say Google Plus. No, I just I was making videos online. The Brony thing popped up. Got into the show. Started making videos. We've already lost one.
We took our first casualty.
Goodbye. But now you got a nice seat.
Replacement.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, really just making videos on YouTube and just having fun with it, and eventually one of them just took off in a big way, and then next thing you know, I have a series on there. So yeah, really, like you said, it's kind of just a dumb luck thing that we're YouTubing.
Because like, I guess I just want to get that out of the way, because there's no secret recipe to success
that he knows about.
Me ask PewDiePie, he might share some commonwealth.
Yeah, right. There's no
Just break the YouTube algorithm. Simple as that.
Yeah. Quite.
But we did this panel last year, and it was just pretty much just talking to the audience. If you have any questions about, like, I mean, it's so hard to do this panel and not come across as pretentious, because like that's the last thing.
I mean, I think it comes across, and I hope it always does, that like, people. First off, it's completely humbling to us, like when someone comes up and says, "I love what you do," but
which I'm like, why would you watch it? You have bad taste.
But yeah, no, we absolutely just love hearing from you guys, and if we can offer anything as far as advice or what have you.
Kind of counseling.
And it's really any kind of questions will fly with this. If something pops in your mind, you're like, this is probably a dumb question, ask it anyway.
We're dumb people. We can help.
We can understand those questions the best.
So we already did our introduction. Let's just launch
wait,
away.
what's the checklist? Okay. That was horrible.
Good start. We forgot to make a checklist for the checklist. All right, so far away, guys. If you have any questions, go right here.
Where does the name AC Race Best come from?
Alrighty. Race Best was the original. Hey, we just revived someone. He's back.
There can be miracles.
Welcome back.
Me, I'm too tired to deal.
How's the Alamo standing?
Hello.
No, we're about to get wrangled. Is that my credit card?
Real quick, I just need to make an announcement.
Sure. Please do. That looks expensive.
Yes, it is. So Megan Martinez here. Megan, awesome. No? Cool. I'm gonna go find this person then.
Is she a panelist or just a get or?
She might have been on the last panel too. So.
You can go to the front desk and have them call her down.
Oh yeah, that's a good point.
I'll take it. Under. I'll buy all the Build-A-Bears.
We never saw him again.
He has a golden hat after today.
So okay, so AC Race Best. Really, the name Race Best was the one that I came up with a long time ago, back in when I had AIM. Does anyone here remember what AIM was?
What's your ASL? Male, 18, California.
I remember that. Yeah. AOL
Yeah,
That was a good one.
my mom still uses AOL. I'm not even joking.
How does she still use it? Isn't it
She
like
doesn't-
extinct?
No, it's still there. There's over 1 million users for AOL still.
That's what they tell you. That's because they
no,
haven't
it's
changed
true.
the thing. Okay.
I'm dead serious. And I'm like, Mom, why do you use AOL? And she goes, I don't like the menu on Gmail with the thread of messages. I'm like, Mom, come on.
Oh, you mean she uses the email? I
Yeah.
thought you meant like AIM, like she's like chatting with her friends.
Oh, she's modding the chats and everything.
Wow, that's crazy.
All 3 people in the chat.
But yeah, that's the name I came up with. Basically, I'm a big race fan. Race
Boo.
Best.
Any NASCAR fans here?
I go. See, now they're just doing it because I rose my hand, right? But no, so really, it was Race Best. The only reason that the AC got added onto it was because Race Best was taken on YouTube, and when I made my channel, I thought I was going to be making it about Chippendale Rescue Rangers. The Acorn Cafe is a forum for that show, so I said AC Race Best. It makes so much sense. And I made one video pertaining to the show. My channel sat for about a year, and then next thing I know, I'm making all the pony videos. Every single one.
Descent into madness.
So that's where the AC Race Best came from. I'm glad you didn't ask about where Saber Sparks' name came from.
How's it going, dude?
Okay.
Do a backflip and I'll tell you. No, I'm joking. It's not like that crazy. But back in the day, I used to play World of Warcraft, and yeah, there we go. Not NASCAR. I was like 15 years old when I got into the game, and I was making a character, and I'm like, well, I want to make it a cool name. And at the time, there was some Adam Sandler movie, I think, with like the name Scuba Steve or something like that. I forget what movie that's from. So I tried Scuba Steve, and it was taken. And I'm like, okay, I guess I can't use Scuba. I want to use Steve. Saber Steve. Because my name is Steven. And that wasn't taken, so I went with that. And then I made a YouTube account a few years later, and Saber Steve was taken. And I'm like, well, Saber Spark? And then I tried that out. And it wasn't like I had some like stroke of brilliance, like, it makes sense. It's more like, oh, it's available. But here's some funny little fun fact. When I made, have you all ever seen my video Ballad of the Brony? Yeah, that was my first, I guess, big pony video. It was some informative video about bronies and My Little Pony I made for a class, and I was seeing everybody had a bunch of aliases for like their like personas for the pony fandom. I'm like, well, I want to change Saber Spark to something better, Professor Pony, because I'm teaching people about My Little Pony and bronies, and then I never got around to doing it. Thank God. That ship sunk on its own, and I thought, okay, I'll just go to Saber Sparks. It's already there. So that's the story behind. He's not even listening anymore. I've lost his interest. That's where the name came from. Take your headphones out. Get him out of here. Just messing. That's where my name came from. Next question.
I actually, real quick, I want to give a shout out to. You said that people who don't know you well call you Andrew, but Andrea up here, he was on the Who's Line panel with us. So
And he was on the Who's Line panel last year.
And last year. So this guy's crazy.
He's the Wayne
The
Brady
formal
of the
club.
group. I do enjoy this.
Well, there goes the hearing in the front row.
All right. Phase one.
And the back row.
Is Little John here?
I'm gonna take a picture right now, guys. I want you all to look like you're having a good time. I know we're not trying to lie to everybody. Just be like, yeah!
It's a fake.
Because we're telling everyone on Twitter where we are right now. And here it comes, 3, 2, 1, woo! Oh, I didn't realize the flash was on. It came out good, actually.
Neither did Twilight. Anybody? No? Okay.
I'll give you that, yeah. All right, so next question.
Oh, that was a good joke.
That was
Steven.
horrible. Yes?
All right, so you mentioned Chippendale Rescue Rangers.
I did.
What's your favorite episode of Chippendale Rescue Rangers?
All right, that's the rest of the panel right there.
Oh,
that is such a good question.
I love that question. Just before we go further, thank you. Because, man,
Did he pay you?
how many people, raise of hands, how many people are familiar with the show Chippendale Rescue Rangers? All right, sweet. So I'll see you all in the Acorn Cafe on Monday. That's a good question.
You said it really something there for a second.
Dang it.
These Chippendales.
There's, I can't think of a particular, you know what I'm actually going to say, and I'm going to kind of jump on a limb on this one. I don't know why that would be jumping
You're a
on a limb.
chipmunk. Because you're a chipmunk.
Oh,
You
boy.
wanna go
We're nuts. So I'm actually going to say they did a 5-episode pilot, which actually came in season 2 of Chippendale Rescue Rangers, and it was the origin story. And I love their origin story, how all the team came together. So the Chipmunks, you know, Chip and Dale were great friends, and they meet Monty, who knows Gadget, and Monty already knows Zipper, the Fly. And
Eily Monty?
Eily Monty.
I don't know that.
Yeah.
As you were saying.
That's about it. No, it was a cool origin story, so I'm gonna say that one. Yeah, Chippendale Rescue Rangers. Next question. Yes, in the back.
How did you guys first find out ponies were a thing?
Well, I went by a farm. I saw one running through the meadow. That's an animal that exists. What about you, Riz?
The dictionary.
Are you looking up the definition of a pony is?
No, I was looking up the definition of a phone. I don't know.
No, noun, verb.
I found out about the show itself. I guess you could just say the first video I ever remember seeing, and I always forget the name of it, but it was like that Space Alpha pony.
Oh.
John Madden.
Moon-based pony elf or something like that, right?
Yeah, that, and they made a pony version of it. That was the first I ever remember seeing of the show, and I was like, what's going on? Oh my goodness. And then later I ended up getting into the show and understanding what's going on. So, and you probably...
Just the internet, man. Just running around meme base and YouTube and just seeing how it was like on the front page and it was kind of going viral to a degree. And I thought, oh, what's this all about? Goodbye, sanity. Hello, ponies. Yeah, I know.
All right, I'm posting a thing on Twitter.
Anyway.
So just realize you're all in the picture. I just tweeted it. So if anyone follows me on Twitter, AC_RaceBest,
Wow.
you can retweet it and everyone knows you're here. Oh! You've been working on that since we started this panel.
It's T.
This guy back here has been raising his hand.
Yes.
And he's still in his pajamas.
He's got-
Still in his pajamas.
All right, I'm going to go so far as to say that I can only speak for myself, but I think I appreciate the fan-made material almost more than the actual show itself.
Okay.
You said, y'all's material included,
Oh, thank you.
y'all's thoughts on pony anthologies 1, 2, and 3, and what's your favorite skit in those?
Oh my God! Well, I can tell you right
We're probably going to say the same answer, so I almost want to answer. Damn it. There's that opera duck.
Anthology too. It's so funny because you have like all these amazing like edits and visuals and Anthology, and then Limey Layson, who was the one who made the opera duck, he's like, I'll just take this duck and sync it with opera, and it was perfect.
You know what? And it's funny because it's not in an anthology, but it's one of the guys who contributes to the anthology.
Who?
I can't remember his name, but he made the video with the treehouse, Twilight's treehouse, and it's singing "Time to Say Goodbye."
I don't remember that one. I'm serious.
You're never serious. Anyways, what's funny, because the treehouse got blown up. Okay. As far as the anthologies. The first anthology was one of my inspirations for making pony videos in the first place, because I'm like, oh my gosh, this is fantastic. And the fact that these people were all getting together and putting the stuff, and it was
like
great. It was legendary.
It was like the modern civilization of like pony history, You have a bunch of like pony cavemen, and it's like, whoa, this, city rising from the... What the hell am I talking about? Atlantis,
I just wanted to see
apparently.
them. And then there were kings.
No, it was just really cool because that was back when the pony fandom was still like relatively young, like for G4 and Anthology 1 just came out of nowhere and did amazing. And Anthology, and our friend Jay Holler, he's working on did they ever announce Anthology 4? Or did I just do it right now? Okay.
If you ask, it's funny. It's funny because
Dave, no!
Well, Jay Holler always says it, I think, the same way, where he's like, "No, we have not confirmed that Anthology 4 is coming yet."
In December,
right?
2018.
It's like Hasbro with season 5. They're like, "Oh yeah, 2015."
Did you ever see that green text post of E3 with Valve? I'll find it, okay?
And then you're gonna show everybody like, okay,
no, I'll read it off. But next question.
Yeah, what's our good question? Next question. Yes.
When you're making your own videos, do you ever use scripts or any preparation, or do you just shoot and go?
Ever?
Yeah.
Yes. For example, if anyone saw, and it was, has anyone here seen As a Brony? I'm glad that a lot of people are shaking their heads. No, that's actually, I made a pony version of in the Navy, and I went on a cruise and I dressed up as like a captain. Yes. And so what? You're back to the front. Congratulations. And so what happened was I made it, but I purposely wanted to make it like grown worthy, that kind of video.
Accomplished.
Thank you. And so it's funny because I had most people got it off the bat that, okay, this is like more of a joke than it is a serious attempt at singing a song. Black Griffin actually ended up singing the vocals for it.
Didn't you sing it and you needed him to go back and replace it?
I tried singing it and I was like, this is not working out at all.
So my girlfriend
But anyways,
said.
yeah, you write up stuff like that. When I made a video called 25 Brony You Should Know, that's another one that...
Excuse me?
25 brony you should know, not 25 bronies you should know. Because I was the only brony in the video. And I was impersonating 25 bronies. You get it?
No,
Okay.
I'll see you in court.
So, all right. That was enough. I mean, there's videos that I'll write various scripts for. Bronies React, the only scripting I do is just kind of lay out for episodes. I'll just kind of put down scenes and just say, all right, here's some of the key scenes. If you guys want to react to more, less, whatever.
I love looking for spelling errors in those too. I think on Red Pin, it's like, okay.
You brought it up in the last react.
There.
Yeah.
Your, we were. That's English.
Thanks.
What was the question?
I don't know, some about how useful is a political science major.
I will admit it's not useful at all. You asked about the scripts. I use scripts now and then, especially in like informative videos. Informative, if you want to call that. Yeah, I, if anything, I do little bullet points, and then I'm like, okay, expand on this. Yeah.
The documentary's been a big one for you guys, though. That's had a lot of
No,
writing.
that's super scripted. Yeah.
Super scripted.
Yeah. Because that thing was, no, that was all just improv.
Yeah, by Professor Pony.
Shut the front door.
Yes?
This is for Saber. Are you planning to do any more of your scramble reviews?
Oh, the speech impediment ones are the ones where it's like, yeah.
He's still suffering from that, by the way.
It's funny because I was on Reddit and I saw this guy who, there was this video had like 10 upvotes, and I clicked on it, and it was a guy who was doing like a gun review with the speech jammer. And I'm like, is this for real? I checked on my iPhone. I'm like, oh, okay. There's actually an app for it. I can get my headphones and come back downstairs and do this. You go, I have it on my phone.
Do you guys want him to do that?
I'll go get my headphones.
All right, I'll entertain the crowd.
Yeah, and I'll see you after dinner.
Yeah.
Okay.
Have
Bye,
a good
guys.
one.
No, I'm joking. I'll be right back.
Wait, he has headphones. Oh, lightning hoof.
I actually want to like to sleep right now. So
This is okay. Everyone that has a camera should probably get it out right now. Oh my gosh. So, all right. Now you in the front, you've had a question for a while.
Not a question, just saying. The name of that video you remember is a realistic representation of Ponyville.
That's the one. That is the one. So yeah, so thank you. I like how he's been trying to help the whole time. Like, please, I just want to help you guys out. There are so many cameras out right now. So, ladies and gentlemen watching these videos.
This is going to be my microphone.
So Saber,
Yes.
let's talk a little bit about who's your favorite pony in
This
Equestria?
is so loud when I'm not faking it. What's your question?
Who's your favorite pony?
Who's my favorite pony? Okay, this is... When you're talking about favorite ponies, you have to realize there's the best in the different categories. Stop it! It changes every rainbow dash.
So your favorite pony is Fluttershy.
I didn't say I said rainbow dash. Don't you speak English?
Now, how many people think that he should be a part of the charity auction and wear these during?
Do I hear one? Oh God!
Let's answer a question. Who has a question? All right, let's go. You in the back.
Okay, if it weren't for My Little Pony, do you guys still think you would be doing YouTube videos?
Would you still be doing YouTube videos? What was that, Sonny? You realize for the rest of this convention, you're gonna be like, but
what was the question?
would you still be making YouTube videos if it wasn't for My Little Pony? Like if you weren't in the show?
You go first.
Yes, I would be. I was making videos before I got into the show. I was making, like I said, I made that one Chip and Dale Rescue Ranger video. But I've always made I have this old channel where I actually made an entire full-length feature film, and I made it in high school, and maybe eventually I should upload that to. I like how I'm struggling talking now because of him. I'm like,
You're struggling. That's really funny.
someone's gonna walk in here and be like, that poor man, what's wrong?
What pain is this? What's wrong with me? Speak.
So yeah, I was gonna say that. Would you guys be interested in seeing an old movie I made? Like ever? All right. Eventually, someday, I'm gonna have to go through and edit things in it, just because I don't think it would fly on YouTube right now. Purely because of the music. All the music I use would probably be like copyrighted. Don't even try. But yeah, I used to make videos all throughout high school, and then it just kind of led, and that's what led to me making videos for the pony stuff. I'm like, I wanna have a part in this stuff. So yes, I think I would be. What about you?
What about me? Well,
Would you be making YouTube videos? Just yeah.
yes.
What kind?
You want me to elaborate? The speech impediment suck. You try it.
I've never done this before. Now, I'm an announcer, so I'll be interested to hear how this actually goes. I'm used to getting feedback.
I want you all to think this is fake. Like, dead serious. It scrambles your brain.
Are you guys ready for this?
All right, so the question I'm going to ask
Because-
Ray's best... Oh, here, I'm going to ask you, tell me why Rainbow Dash is not best pony.
Why? Well, okay.
Yes, it's called Speech Jammer.
All right, so why Rainbow Dash is not best pony?
No, we'll do one better. Tell me why M.A. Larson is in your fanfic.
Okay, that's easy.
And the Speech Jammer, I know that for some people it works, for some people it doesn't. For me, it was super effective, so let's see how it is for Rachel.
Really? You think it was super effective? I barely noticed a difference.
You're too sweet. Now kill him.
M.A. Larson. It is really loud in here. My favorite episode of My Little Pony.
Quite the shock to the system.
My favorite episode of My Little Pony is, in fact, when Rainbow Dash doesn't...
Hey, talk slowly!
I'm literally just trying to sound... I'm gonna go deathless. We're gonna do the entire Brony's react. Panel at Brony come like this. Okay? It doesn't mess with my mouth as much as everything else.
I'm telling you, this thing's for Rizzle.
This thing is for Rizzle.
Tell me, if you could come up with an episode for My Little Pony, what would it be about?
If I came up with an episode of My Little Pony, I think it would be about cherry trees in the orchard and happiness and all the bronies that I love to talk to. How do you have a problem with this? I don't actually get... Oh, God.
You're talking slowly.
It's hard to... I can't do it up. Like, it's weird because it starts to jam your brain and you're like what's...
Once you start getting on a roll and talking...
It's weird because I cannot tell. I can't do it. It's weird because you can't tell.
The problem here is me with
you almost like you can't. That is gonna make you go deaf, by the way.
Huh?
It's weird because you don't realize what you're saying wrong until it comes back through the. Now I'm all messed up. When it comes back through the headphones, because it's like a delay.
It's an echo.
Yeah, it's an echo, but what it does is that it comes back to you, and then you realize you're starting to screw up. And that's when it starts to really mess you up, because you're like, oh, I bet... When you
get on a roll, like it really throws you off. So, I mean, I recommend trying it
I don't know how you did it for as long as you did it.
I didn't. I struggled with it.
Yeah. So, yeah, I'll be curious to even see what I just said. Because, like, I have no idea what I did.
I think you just cussed in French a couple of times. I'm le douche fromage. All right, next question. Yes. You think too highly of me, good sir.
By the way, just a thing. I have lice, so you might want to not put those on yet. Everyone's like, oh my God, disgusting. Yeah. AC race best lice.
Some FBI agent is going to track us down now. We got their DNA.
No, I like how he took him off, though. That was a joke. I promise. He's not chancing it. Smart man. Smart man. Next question? Yes? Yes.
Okay, I'll go home.
I can instantly answer this with the first thing that popped in my head was, has anyone here seen My Little Vegas?
Oh my God, I love that series.
No one, I've seen, there we go. Okay, a couple hands. My Little Vegas, I'm going to give you the premise, and you can decide whether or not you guys want to look this up. I made two of them, and there's a third that I'm trying to figure out if it's safe enough to actually release, because the Illuminati scares me in it at one point. My Little Vegas is literally me walking up and down Fremont Street in Las Vegas, going up to people who are absolutely hammered drunk, and asking them vague questions about My Little Pony. I would go up and say, who's best pony? And the guy would be like, a pony?
Well, what's funny is Ray's here will like really throw them off. He's like, no, I love ponies. I rode on ponies when I was a kid. And he's like, yeah, what do you think about Rainbow Dash? And he's like, what?
Who's Rainbow Dash? And then I'll like give, well, she's like, she's an athletic pony.
Didn't one guy get really upset and like on a political tangent or whatever?
There's a guy, so one of the drunk, it was actually a racing fan, and I started bringing up Mike Helton, who is the president of NASCAR, right? So I start the question as, do you think Mike Helton, or wait, now I'm trying to remember how I worded it. Do you believe the president of NASCAR, Mike Helton, or the president of NASCAR, Celestia, is a troll? I quickly tangented it into Celestia is a troll. And he looked at me. So it was basically like, do you think the president of NASCAR, Mike Helton, Celestia, is a troll? He looked at me and he goes, I can't fully repeat what he said, but all I'm going to say is the word I'm about to say is spelled F-U-F. So I'm not saying anything else. It's basically, he just looked at me and went,
F-U-F?
Yeah, just that's the spelling going into it. No. He went, no. Like he just looked at me. He was so mad. He's like,
yeah, that one.
I'm trying so hard to not repeat everything he said because there were plenty of curse words in it. But basically, that is the premise of the entire video, is me interviewing. And I found this one guy. I don't know what he was on or how hammered he was, but he ended up deciding that Fluttershy was best pony because she doesn't stutter.
Watch me.
And then as he's like, Fluttershy's best pony because Fluttershy is a really good guy. Stutters, thinks the right thing. Like, it just kept transitioning, and he went on for at least a good minute about how Stutters is a really good guy. And I'm not kidding. Like, this is like, I'm not, like, none of this was scripted. The guy who was filming it was convinced he was going to die multiple times. And I'm telling you, it's so ridiculous because people full-blown are answering questions about stuff they have no idea about, but they're drunk, so I think they're like...
They see a camera, too.
And they see a camera and a microphone. And now, this being said, I've been kicked off Fremont Street twice now and have been threatened to get a trespassing, desist.
How dumb is that, where you can have drunk people, like, drunk in public, wandering around, and the police are like, this guy...
That guy's not drunk enough to be on Fremont Street.
He's got a camera. Arrest him.
I think it's just they're convinced that it's going to go elsewhere.
Like the internet, for views.
Yeah, you're probably filming for MTV. It's like, what are they going to use this for? But it's silly, it's dumb, and a lot of my friends who aren't into the show at all cannot stop laughing at this video. So just, if you guys haven't seen it, it does have a lot of cussing in it. That's my only warning. But again, there were drunk people in Vegas who had no idea what was going on. So that would be my answer. Yes.
What's up?
Did you come across anyone who actually knew what you were talking about?
One guy. I was crossing the street between Fremont Street. It's Fremont Street. It's not an actual street. And it's separated by a couple blocks. And we were crossing the street, and I just randomly went, "Who's your favorite pony?" Like, I just was like, "Yeah, who's your favorite pony?" And he's like, "Pinky." And I was like, I even verified. I'm like, "Pinkie Pie?" And he's like, "Yeah." And he just kept walking. And I was like, that surprised me more than any of the other answers. Like I thought Stutters was best pony.
I'm concerned. It's not like some strip club or something.
Well, that's the other thing, going back to the really drunk guy I was talking about, is the fact that he literally described Fluttershy as the exact opposite of Fluttershy. Like, she's confident, she never stutters, I was just like, this is fantastic.
Loves dragons. You watch the show? I do.
So, yeah. Yeah. Yes.
I was wondering, am I the only one who watches this because I want to hug the ponies?
You want to hug them?
Like, watches this panel because you want to hug the ponies?
No, the show because I want to hug the ponies.
Do you have a plush?
No.
I have a solution for you.
It's called LSD. All right, next question. Yes.
Okay, another one for Saber. What was your inspiration behind the bounce video?
We had a bounce house, and we thought, what the heck not? Let's go make a video.
No, honestly, he's always wanted to put high heels on, and finally found his excuse.
You like how they looked?
I thought your legs looked great.
I'll wear them for dinner tonight.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah, you're wearing a dress at BronyCon, right?
Yeah, I am.
Have you guys heard about that? All right, story time. So I'm sitting on my bed on my computer. I'm getting ready to go to bed. It was like, 11 o'clock my time? What time was it when you posted that tweet? Your time.
Eastern time.
Thank you. You don't remember? It was like late. I think you said it was about like 1 o'clock, right?
Yeah, I was like super tired. For some reason, I got on my Twitter. I thought I'm gonna tweet this out just for the heck of it. And I usually don't tweet this stuff because I don't like. I feel like I'm kind of like what's the word I'm looking for? Like begging for retweets. But I said, okay, if this gets 100 retweets, which I thought it won't happen. I'll wear a red dress to BronyCon for the dance. 250 retweets later.
In the first hour.
And I'm looking at the JCPenney catalog.
Yeah, I like how he called me up because we didn't have a discussion about any of this.
Yeah, I dragged you into it too.
Yeah, you said you would dance with me at BronyCon and you'd be in the red dress.
I'm trying to fulfill a fanfic.
Yeah, so what happened was he gave me a call like 30 minutes after posting this going, "I'm so sorry." And I was like, "Saber, I'm not the one in the dress."
Have you seen my other tweet? You're wearing a dress now too. Which he's not, no, but yeah, I'll be wearing a dress at BronyCon, and my grandfather will probably be dying of heart attacks from seeing it. Hey, I have no son. Grandson even.
Yeah, I mean, just think about this. The stuff that you can show your children someday. What children? Next question.
Show my cats.
Yes?
What is your best con experience?
Right now! That's actually really special.
Well, now you just threw pandas at them.
No, I like these one-on-one panels. They're nice. Whose Line stuff is always a blast. Always a blast.
Oh, yeah. Whose Line is so much fun. As far as a specific convention?
Oh, I meant like story.
Oh, because I was going to say Unicon.
I have one.
Oh.
I swear to God.
That was actually a very interesting convention. It's way too long of a story, but basically, like, Unicon, as much as... I mean, that thing was literally terrible. But...
It was like the Holocaust, I'm just going to say, right? It wasn't that bad, but it was a disappointment, because I remember, like, it was like Sunday night, everything's falling apart, and we got tacos, and we're just sitting at the table, and we're like, at least we survived. We made it.
It was just, for me, it was the way we saw the fandom come together at that convention, because really there was a lot of concern about the backlash I was going to have, and just everybody got on their game, immediately said, what do we need to do to fix this? There were a ton of people from different conventions like that would work, EKLA, BronyCon.
Different media sites. Everybody came together and fixed it, which was really cool.
They made it work, and a lot of the people who went to that convention, I don't think knew about a lot of the behind-the-scenes stuff until after they got home. And that for me, like, because I'm sitting there like with the smile going, so you having fun? Like, Sunday morning, and so like people I would talk to would be like, dude, this has been the best time of my life. And but that's the thing, is that so much was just trying to be taken care of on the back end that a lot of the people actually didn't get.
But the people on the
didn't affect
Titanic,
the
like, this is a lovely dinner, and below the deck, there's like, we're getting water!
So I mean, that's for me. Like, there were actually redeeming factors from that convention, not from the convention, but just from the people, how they all came together. So but I wouldn't say that was my favorite moment ever. But yeah, Whose Lines I think are just nuts. Yes.
I got one. Okay, so I was at Everfree Northwest 2012. It was like Sunday nights. A couple of the guys were in my hotel room. Like Paleo was there, Dusty Cat, Final Draft, a few other friends. And Dusty Cat, you all know who Dusty Cat is, right? The world's manliest brony, big old mustache. He passed out on my bed. He's just laying down, sleeping. Just got his arm behind his head, and he's just sleeping, passed out. Yeah, I'm telling the story. And
just wait.
And we're all sitting around, kind of, keeping our voices low because we're like, he's sleeping. And Dusty Cat is like one of the biggest My Little Pony fans you'll ever come across. Like, he is so genuine in love with the show. And I saw this little cheerlead thing on his belt, like a little cheerlead keychain. One from McDonald's, and I issued a challenge that said, okay, whoever gets that thing off his belt is now the world's manliest brony. And everybody's like, yeah, sure. We're not actually going to do this, are we? And I'm like, oh, y'all are a bunch of wussies. I'll do it. So, and I'm starting to sweat bullets, because I'm like, this guy, he's all sprawled all on the bed. He looks like a grizzly bear, in size.
Saber was preparing for the last moments of his life at that time.
Everything on my life was flashing before my eyes, and I thought, God, it wasn't much. So my hand reached near to the keychain, getting closer and closer and closer. Then all of a sudden, bang! The door. Y'all jumps. I'm sorry. Somebody shot me. No. The door flung open, and our friend Cowboy Dave goes, "Room service!" and my hand's right next to Dusty's keychain, and his eyes are like a robot's, where he's like activated. His eyes like open like a robot, like a Terminator, and his hand went right for my hand and grabbed the keychain. And I'm like, ah! He knows! It's so funny that he woke up and he instantly went right for the keychain. Like it was like a instinctive reaction. Something's wrong. And then that was fun. That was funny to see just how I've never been so afraid in my life. But his eyes open, I just have this sinking feeling in my stomach.
The other great thing about going to these conventions, I know like for a lot of content creators, it's the same thing. Is that like for me, I go to these conventions to just have a good time, have some fun, mingle with the people, and just when someone comes up to you, takes out some of the time out of their day to say, your content means something to me. It's like wow.
The best feeling ever.
Yeah, it's seriously like the greatest thing. So whenever we say like thanks for watching. We mean it because you guys are our audience. Hearing you guys say we enjoy what you do it's seriously uplifting.
It really is one of the greatest feelings to have somebody who says I appreciate your work, and you're like you feel validated. You feel like wow, this means something to somebody. They enjoyed it, and I never would have guessed in my wildest dreams that it ever happened. Like I remember the first time somebody said they appreciated my work, not the pony fandom, but I made a YouTube poops back in the day. And I made one of some Hobbit cartoon movie, and this is back when I had like 10 subscribers, like 3 views, whatever. 300 views. I'm not gonna brag, but I'm quite well known for my 300 views. No, but this guy, he left a comment once and he said, this video stinks. And I'm like, oh, that stinks. There's like my one comment on my video. I'm like, oh, that's bad. And then he came back a week later saying, no, actually this video is really funny. My family loves it. We watched it at dinner and we all laughed and kind of just joked about the video. And I'm like, oh my God, some family across the world, I don't even know who they are. They're enjoying this content. And now you fast forward to now, it's like, 70,000 subscribers. And I'm like, geez, now you take that times 70,000. It's amazing. It's a great feeling to know that people enjoy your work. And we wouldn't be able to enjoy that feeling if it wasn't for you guys. So thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you guys just for coming here, for joining us. Give yourselves a round of applause. You guys have suffered nearly an hour with us.
Did you suffer?
Well, you were talking about dinner, so I probably did say supper.
Okay, my bad.
Any other questions? Yes?
Are you lost?
I'm lost! Where's my pet rock?
That was killing me last night when I was, because, I'm supposed to be,
funny.
leading.
I gave the Vegeta suggestion.
Thank you. Hey, you look like Joffrey from Game of Thrones.
Everyone's like, what?
No, it's funny because last night when the Who's Line panel, I remember because you had Vegeta like outfit with. You were Darth Vegeta, and I'm like, wow, what a cool crossover. He took his helmet off. I'm like, he's King Joffrey from Game of Thrones too. Pure evil.
There was another question back there.
You said you talked about a favorite comment of yours. AC, do you have a favorite comment on one of your YouTube videos?
Probably anything from Rick Satan.
Oh God, yeah.
Does anybody know who Rick Satan is?
Yeah.
You do?
He's like
Rick Satan's hilarious. Because he started off as like this anti-brony. Like back in like 2011, he was like showing up, commenting like this sucks.
He had like 50,000 accounts.
He had like no kidding. Like because accounts keep getting shut down. And it's like Rick Satan's returned. Rick Satan returns 1. Rick Satan's grandma. Rick Satan diet version. It's like he kept coming back. And what's so funny is he was like actually really hateful at first, and then he came around and he started like making videos that were like hilarious about pony fandoms. Like he did like
it almost got to the point where he was trying to insult everybody, but we were all enjoying it.
And he enjoyed it too. It all became like it's like yeah, Rick Satan's awesome.
And then he really hated life. I'm sure he was like,
and it's like Rick Satan went from saying I was gay to saying hey, let's hang out and play some video games or something. So it was a fun experience.
Yeah, it's hard to like pick out a specific comment on that, but pretty much comments in general. I try to read through most of them or all of them because sometimes people have like suggestions in there that you don't think of, like, hey, why don't you guys try doing this? And I'm like, I'll never do that, but that's interesting. Yeah, but no, there's always good like little things that people will. You never know. Sometimes people have great ideas that you're like, why haven't I been doing that? Why haven't I tried this setting on a camera or or do this with my audio, or anything. And it's always, I think, important to kind of keep an eye on that, your content. Oh, the music was too loud on this video. Okay, good to know.
Constructive criticism. We actually are actively looking for it. We actually do search the comments and see what there is.
Yeah. So yeah.
Right.
Yes.
Yes.
Do you guys ever look at the Brony's React videos and say, oh, maybe I shouldn't have said that, or that doesn't make sense?
Everyone. If anyone didn't hear the question, it's if we've ever gone back and watched a Brony's React video and gone like, why did we say that? For the most part, I can't think of anything, but maybe something will pop up. Do you have anything?
Not really. That's an interesting question, but I'm drawing blanks here. I don't think of one.
I mean, because I guess what works out with them is that literally it's just us filming ourselves talking about what we think, and sometimes things change, but changelings. But sometimes, you'll change an opinion about a character or how you viewed something. Oh, that makes sense now. But knowing that it was your opinion at the time of everything that you knew, I don't think I've ever gone back and gone, I should not have said that. I think there's a couple people who sometimes are like, maybe I shouldn't have, but I personally haven't had that moment. I also try to sometimes be a little bit careful. Like, I try not to hammer anything too hard because I'm like, I must be missing something here. So, yeah, I've never, that I can recall. I should probably go back and see if there's anything I said that I'm like, oh, bad idea.
Yes. Super Pinky? I don't think there's enough time for that, but I will save that for another time. Super Pink, okay, I can do that.
Give the abridged version. The very abridged
Okay,
version.
so I sleepwalk and talk, and at Equestria LA, I was sharing a room with Dusty Cat, Screwball, and Paleo. Screwball is a sleep talker and walker. Have you ever seen two sleepwalkers and talkers have a discussion before? I did not, personally, because I was one of the people participating in the activities. Dusty Cat was, he was awake, and he said that I kind of rose out of bed and, looked at Screwball, and Screwball kind of rose out of bed, and we're both asleep, and he's like, where's Super Pinky? I'm like, I don't know. What if she gets us? And we're getting all concerned, and Dusty's like, Screwy, Saber, go to bed! And we just went right back to sleep. All right, one more question.
Do you have a question, Chris?
You have 2 minutes. Sorry.
Oh, that's
That's
fine.
your question?
That was a horrible question.
All right, one more question then.
Yeah, what did do? Yeah.
Madness? Pity?
We're going to do speed round questions. Does anyone else have a question? Just really quick.
How do you feel
Yes.
about dogs?
Yes. Rainbow Dash.
Blue.
Who's best bagel?
Me.
Unicorn, alicorn, Pegasus, or
Pegasus.
Yeah.
Shampoo do you use?
Huh?
What?
What shampoo do you use?
None.
Am I the Yes. Yes.
Yes. I mean, I say that now. I definitely want to be back here next year.
From the show?
The theme song.
Yes. I'll think of. Will you go to Equestria? Can I come back?
Yes.
Yes.
You in the back.
Coke or Pepsi?
Coke.
Coke.
About an hour ago.
Yeah, actually.
Yes or no?
What?
Yes or no?
No.
Maybe.
You way in the back.
Richard.
Aaron. Anyone? Oh, what?
Have you watched My Little Porno?
Ah! An equal amount.
Depends. Not the diapers. Apple Bloom.
You.
Waffles.
Fair at Disneyland? Thunder Mountain. Chris.
Indiana Jones.
Huh?
Ninja or pirate?
A night. A
Pirate.
night.
Pirate.
A night.
Pirate.
You. Applejack.
Casey Turnip Truck. What? Time?
I think he's just shut this down.
8? Just don't tell Chris that.
All right, one last Destiny
Last
question.
one.
Last
You
Destiny.
choose. You!
Do you like banana?
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for coming to like, comment, subscribe. Hopefully we'll see you next year. Have
Thank
fun
you.
with